I don't think anybody expected to go into Philly and sweep both games. I think the plan was to just steal one. So born ready, going to hold this thought. I'm looking at this matchup with Philly like a mini playoff, sir. So I'm going to hold my thought. But what we saw, from our defense, Tyrese Maxey, 50 points. Joel Embiid, that's a different story. That's why I want to wait before I go off. Because I have a lot to say, but it's just one game. One thing we do know about the Indiana Pacers is that the 4 position is still a glaring need. Now, I've complained about how the Indiana Pacers are using Obi Toppin. They're using them like, look, just go out there and you do you. I told you guys, that's not him. Jarris Walker is perfect in that Thad Young type role. Like, you can just throw Jarris Walker out there, and he's going to make shit happen. He can pass. That's another thing I love about Jarris Walker is he's a great passer. And that's one of the things that I'm most excited about with Jarris Walker is his passing, on top of the fact that he can guard 1 through 5. But one thing I will admit that Jarris Walker can't do, well, as of right now, he can't, and that's create his own shot off the dribble. Now, the Indiana Pacers need a guy right now at that 4 position that you can throw out there and say, look, go do you. And on top of that, he can create his own shot. We need a guy that can play within the offense and outside the offense. He can carry us, if he got to. And guard 1 through 5 on defense. And when you talking about that type of guy, you talking about Pascal Siakam. Now, you get Pascal Siakam, this would be the definition of the David West signing. This would be the exact same thing because people forget David West was not in his prime when he signed with the Pacers. And he was coming off a torn ACL. Pascal Siakam, I believe, will be 30 years old soon, but he still got a lot left in the tank. And what Toronto got going on does not include him. They building around Scotty Barnes. Siakam was with Van Vliet. Kyle Lowry, he was with that crew. The honest truth is Rick Carlisle don't have time to run shit for Obi Toppin. Yes, he runs clockwork, but that shit not effective enough. If it was effective enough, Rick Carlisle would make time out the offense to run it for him. Trust me. I want to use a guy like Valanciunas for an example. They have bigger names, of course, but I consider us a high-power offense just like them. But out of everything they do, they make time to run clockwork with Valanciunas. Why? Because it's effective. That's some juice to squeeze out of it. So no matter what they doing, Zion like to go to the rim like a bowling ball. Ingram like to isolate. CJ McCollum like to do what he like to do. Pelicans got a lot going on, but no matter what, they always take time to run clockwork for Valanciunas, or they take time to just dump it to him in the paint. They don't even have to run clockwork with him. They might just dump it to him because that's some juice to get out of that. Rick Carlisle don't think there's enough juice in running work for Obi Toppin. And be honest, ask yourself, when you're watching the game, are you saying slow it down and give the ball to Obi? Really, are you saying that? I'm not saying slow the game down for Obi Toppin. And the honest truth is, like I just explained, he's not that good enough to do that for. Now, Pascal Siakam is that type of guy. You don't have to run shit for him. He going to get buckets just off cutting and slashing. Then when you have to slow it down, what you will have to do at some point in the trenches, you're going to have to slow it down. That's when Siakam will shine for you. Obi Toppin is not going to shine for you in either game. He's not going to shine with you running fast, or he's not going to shine with you in a half-court setting. So it's kind of like what we're going to do here. When he becomes a free agent, if he want to negotiate a bench role, I wouldn't mind bringing him back. But long-term, Siakam is on that free agent market. You got to go after him. I'm sorry, you have to. I mean, you can't wait no more. You got to get a star now before Halliburton contracts kick in. Come on now. You got to go get somebody. It's Siakam. It's that somebody. Let's go. And who's to say you have to give him a 4-year max? You can work something out. You can give him a 3-year deal, a 3-year max. You can give him a 3-year max. Like, there's no lot that we have to give Pascal Siakam the 4 max. Come on now. He's going to like this situation. Thinking of the fit here, and like the fit with Siakam, I mean, that shit perfect. Like, what is the complaint here? So you looking at a lineup with Miles Turner, Pascal Siakam, Bruce Brown. Don't forget, you're going to pick his shit up because the Pacers are going to make the playoffs, so he's most definitely going to get his option picked up. You got Ben Mathurin year 3. He going to be in his 3rd year. Then you got Halliburton. He going to be coming off an all-NBA season. We can be a serious problem. By the time Siakam, contract is up, Jarris Walker will be ready to start by then. Pascal Siakam might be the guy. But don't get mad at the facts, though.